Greetings everyone, BJ Weiler here with you again for yet another fabulous episode of the Tyrian Adventures. This, I believe, is episode 29, and here we are in the heart of Kryta, known as Leon's Arch. Oh, I think originally I had planned to travel to my menagerie, but I don't have the menagerie unlocked on Zerafin here, unfortunately. So we'll have to go out and tame ourselves our true Willy pet in the old-fashioned way. But I have to get rid of him, rid of the current one in the meantime. But anyway, here we are. So let's explore Lion's Arch. Lots of quests here to pick up. And Calderon, I forget what he gives. I think he's just, yes, this unlocks, that unlocks travel to Eye of the North, which we will not quite do at this point. Up here is the entrance to the throne room of sorts. Yeah, the keep. Which you can actually enter if you have the Beyond Guild Wars content active, which is what's it called for here? The Tyrian, because I know it's the Winds of Change for factions in Cantha. Shoot, I forget what the title of it is for here, but anyway, if you have that content, which is essentially content for after you complete prophecies, and in particular prophecies in Eye of the North. It's a little bit of endgame type content, so to speak, not quite unlike the Titan quests that you pick up after you complete prophecies here, the final missions and stuff. But that is stuff that will be quite a bit further along the way than we are at here. And of course here, I think this area actually relates to I think that actually relates to being able to travel to Cantha and Alona. I think that's where your Canthan and Alonian characters pop into when they take the quest to travel to prophecies. Just doing a little map clearing here. Exploration of Lion's Arch. Quite a bit to actually explore around this outpost. This is probably, along with Old Ascalon, probably one of the largest outposts in the game. Legendary Master of the North. Congratulations, Lord Bob the Second. I think Drachner's, not Drachner's Forge, but, what is it, the, Deldrimore Dwarves capital. Might be Drachner's Forge. Dang, it's been so long, I can't remember. Down in the southern Shiverpeaks is quite large as well. But obviously nothing in the rest of the Shiverpeaks or Kryta or Crystal Desert, Ring of Fire. Nothing quite as large as what we have here and in Old Ascalon. So we can certainly pop on down here, take a walk along the beach. If there's really any NPCs or anything left here. Of course, these, you know, just all areas that people can use for socializing and RPing and that type of stuff. So I can imagine back in the day, nice little RP events going on right around here. You are a collector. What do you give me? Basic stuff I have no need of. Nice crystal clear blue water there. Oh, there's a shark. I think originally my first trip, when I finally got to Lion's Arch, it was actually around the time Factions was going to be released, because I distinctly remember there were some faction-specific quests that came up that were available here in Lion's Arch. That gave you a bit of a flavor of what factions would actually be about. And I remember I said to myself, I could play them now, or you know what, let me wait, let me start playing the actual Prophecies quests here we can all get. Let me play through some of those, and then what I'll do then, once I finish up most of those, Guild Hall guy, Station Scout to take us to various other, to Embark Beach and that such. But I was just saying, so that's what I ended up doing. I started doing the normal Prophecies quests that I'm going to start picking up here shortly. And figure, okay, once I get these done, then I'll pick up those event-specific quests. But by the time I got around to doing that, they had been removed from the game. And so I was highly annoyed that I would not have a chance to participate in them, because there was no indication at the time that they would be temporary. So I in fact never got a chance to experience those quests, which is still quite disappointing. I always wanted to. Weaver of Naboo. Yes, I just wanted to talk. Who are you? I am Jayajutai. Where is Kantha? Oh, let's discuss something else. What brings you here? But why Lion's Arch? Interesting. Let's discuss something else. Who are you? Let's discuss the Weaver of Naboo. Nebo. It's actually Nebo. I can't help saying Naboo. Nebo Village. Ethan the Artisan and Irish Resolution. Okay, sure, I will talk to Dude for you. What is that over there? I don't recall if that's... I know that's not part of Lion's Arch. I'm trying to think if that is part of one of the other missions. Or just the explorable zone. I think it may be... So I think that dead ends there. That seems familiar to me. I never just... While I was there, I just never really noticed that it was actually across from Lion's Arch. I will have to make note of that this time around. Ah, and here we go. Lion's Gate, of course, which is the gate I previously mentioned, down along that path right there. So that there is the quest to go to Alona, which of course we will bypass right now, because we are focused on the Tyrian adventures here. So Zephyrin is going to continue his adventures in Tyria until the very end. And of course, when the appropriate time comes, we will of course be having the Canthan adventures and Alonian adventures with new characters, thusly created just like Zerafin, and going through their campaigns. And at some point, of course, we will take each one of them through those quests. We will not, of course, go through, re-go through the content anyway, but we will, of course, go through the introductory quests for each of them. Menlo's requests. And, of course, this is the quest to take you through to Gantha. Let's do the Villainy of Galrath. And the Villainy of Galrath, I think, is actually the first hard mode quest that they, that Arena implemented when they were formulating hard mode and the like. So I've got more on my chest here, and I am trapped now. Let's go back around this. Hello! There we go. So that pretty much covers our exploration here of Lion's Arch. There's our henchies. Pretty much got everything cleared out that we can clear out here in Lion's Arch. So let's go pick up some more quests, yeah? Report to the White Mantle. I think that's the primary quest here. Yeah. So that will, that, if I recall correctly, actually takes us to the next Kryta mission here. Magi Malaguaya. Ah, this, I believe, is where we actually unlock the Signet of Capture, so we can begin capping skills. And of course, most notably, rare scroll trader, most notably the Signet, or most notably, elite skills, of course. So I'm going to have to remember to do that. I'm going to have to get back into my skill capping mode. Let's see, we went through there. I think we picked up that quest from the merchant, or did we? No, we actually did not. I went right by him. So we got rune traders, gift giver for the birthday present vouchers, festival hats, costume maker, dye trader, material trader, yada yada yada. So the merchant, plus he offers me a quest. I will take care of it. Thank you. Merchant's plea, but first things first. Couple more. See the bridge up here. I don't think there's really anything up here, that I recall. Just random sightseeing spots, more or less. Yeah, it's got to be part of that, one of those missions. Pop on, and we'll go up this hill first before we head down into the crafters area here. Of course, all these guys here are involved with the extra bit of content, the bonus mission packs.
Let me tell you a story.
Oh wow, he has a voice now. Interesting. So basically, the bonus mission pack was an extra bit of content that lets you play through some of the more historical events of note in the game. Essentially, well, in one you actually become Gwen, which is the little girl we saw in Post-Searing, who is thus since vanished. It actually lets you play through her story and find out what happens to her in between the time of the Searing and the events of Eye of the North. You get to play as Master Togo, which is related to Cantha. I believe you get to play, I think, there as Sol D'Alessio, which gives you a little bit of history of the White Mantle. And I think the final one actually lets you play as Tara Ossa, I believe, which gives you a little bit of history of, a little bit of backstory on some of the Canthan or Ascalonian events, as well as events in the Crystal Desert. So what we got here? Lore Master. Do I know you? No, we've never met. No, old man, we've never met. Really? Helen? Sure, yes, of course. Really? Yes, I just met you. Anyway, here we have Sadie Salvitas, the pink dye vendor, who was added in the game in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month in October. So this, at first, she was the only way to actually get pink dye. Salmon-colored dye, which I think that is a reference to the old Friends episode where Ross was wearing a quote-unquote salmon-colored shirt. But of course, a year or two after, might have been the next year, they actually had pink dye start dropping in the game, which is now a permanent feature. So I might actually pop this guy, even though these episodes I'm actually live streaming now are not going to go up on YouTube probably for another month. So Breast Cancer Awareness Month will be over by the time anyone watches this on YouTube. I might have to throw myself on some pink dye for the next couple of live streams here anyway. So we got weapons, we got armor. That's what I wanted to look at, more or less, was armor. I could have swore there were more crafters here, but I guess not. So we have longbow. So basically he crafts us some weapons, which again, not really necessary with the drops you get in the game. Plus, of course, the bonus material. Armor, however. Let me see. Where am I at for armor? I am at 40 now. This gives us... Okay, basically this is just the same armor that I was able to pick up in the Northern Shiverpeaks. I was able to craft myself for the Northern Shiverpeaks, so we will have to be on the lookout for armor collectors just in case. I don't quite recall what the armor level for the collectors are in Kryta, so we still might be okay to get through Northern Kryta for most of our exploration. What's going on this month? Breast Cancer Awareness Month, Faction Support Codes. Which I think we will go by then in that case, since we don't need to craft new armor at this point. Let's go do it. I think I picked up all the quests right here in Lion's Arch. So we'll throw some pink on for the next couple of live streams. It'll be, I don't know to wear this dye. So we're going to need, how many vials here? That's not the button I wanted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just 5. I can always throw on a costume and only buy 2 too, can't I? I don't think I have any costume that's... I'm trying to think what costumes I've got. Mostly all holiday events. Got the wedding attire. And nothing I'm really interested in wearing for general exploration. So we'll just go 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, buy. There we go. Of course, this, unlike the dye that drops in the game, this is Sadie's specific dye. So it cannot be sold, and it cannot be traded to other players. Let's go pop this stuff on. Pink up my mask. Pink up my outfit. Pink up my gloves. Pantaloons and boots. There we go, so we're all nice and pink now. Excellent. Most excellent. I guess I should mention as well, even though this episode might actually go up on YouTube after the fact. I'm not sure. See, 29, yes, probably won't be up till November on YouTube. But we do have our Extra Life event upcoming, or just recently passed again if you're watching this on YouTube. I actually probably should toss up my participant thing now for the next few live streams. Let me see. Add. Let me take a little bit of a pause here so I can pull up my Extra Life fundraising. Here we go. So we might as well get my fundraising drive underway, eh? So let's do that. I have just got to get to my link here. Dang it, I might have to log in. I might have to do that. Could have swore I had that saved somewhere. Let me take a look here. Oh, let's go here, I think, in this folder. In this document, I think I've got it somewhere, yeah. Ah, yes, here we go. Perfect. We'll see. Bit of a delay here, but it's all for a good cause. That's a bit big. Alright, it's not going to be an actual link here, so I don't think I can actually make this a link for my... Let's see what I want to do to make a little bit of adjustment here. There we go. There we go. With the, I don't think I can actually make this a link with my free version I'm using of XSplits, but hey, there you go. Copy that down. I will, of course, have this link in the highlight, if I remember, in the highlight, and of course the YouTube upload. But there we go. Anyone want more information on Extra Life, or to help me out with a donation or two? There you go. There's my participant URL. So, let's see what we're going to do here. Actually, before I run out, I'm pretty sure I got all the Lion's Arch quests active here. Okay, that one's outside of Lion's Arch, outside of Lion's Arch. Report to the White Mantle, I got Villainy of Gareth, I got... Manlo's Request, we're skipping the Weaver and Naboo, we've got Orient Excavation, we've got, that's afterwards, a Merchant's Plea, we've got... Yes, okay, so we are good on quests. Oh, new skill, right? Antidote? Yeah, that might actually help. That's not him. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. It's first watch. Usually, most of the time I play, I've never actually bought skills. I'm trying to think if I ever have. Usually only, oh, towards the end. I mean, obviously, so we get the free Signet of Capture, which you have to continually rebuy after you use it. And I think with most of my characters, if I think with my first one, I actually bought some skills back in Ascalon. Before I realized that the cost goes up with every skill you buy, and I realized, why? Plus all the free skills you got, so I always stuck with the base skills that I got. I think for the most part afterwards, I've always more or less unlocked skills for secondary versions that I thought might be interesting. As you can see, I've got... Where is it? You know, it's the guy in the guild hall that tells you whether you've actually unlocked a specific skill. Skill or not. See, these are the ones that I've got. Oh, no, there it's unlocked. So yeah, I pretty much got everything unlocked. You know what I did? See, I forget. See, because I always hate buying skills because there are a lot of skill quests, at least in prophecies as well, throughout, even through some of the Kryta quests. So I never wanted to end up buying something that I could unlock for free. So that's one of the reasons why I hardly ever bought skills, at least until the end of the game. Because what I really want to do is get poison skill, but I think that's one I can actually unlock, or we'll buy this one anyway for the hell of it. Boom. Woohoo. So yeah, as you can see now, from 50 gold to 60 gold. And of course I cost myself a skill point, but this will actually come in handy since what do I use? Bleeding, you know what? See, I got bleeding here, but this is situational. See, that one's more situational than this one is. which really doesn't matter for the most part because I think K gives me, there we go. We'll toss you out. See, I really could just, if I had Erin with me with her heroes, I could actually dump Troll Ungent there, but since I am going all henchy today, I want to make sure I have my heal with me, and actually Antidote Signet will probably come in handy too, especially coming across any scale. So I don't recall off the top of my head what Alicia has here. So one on Ryan. And unfortunately, I'm not going to have a Minion Master with me. Actually, I do need a tank too. I think I'll take Little Tom this time. There we go. Read the wind. Yeah, how are my points there? Yeah, so I could probably beef that up a little bit, right? Yeah, I got that. So really, I can't do, because this is nearby. I don't get too many of those. It was really the Minotaurs and the Trolls in northern Shiverpeaks. I'm trying to think. I don't have too many. Fire Imp scale. Tengu really are the only ones that would come close to me, so I could actually get rid of Whirlwind. Wilderness, that's just for that guy. That's the only wilderness one I've got. Ooh, and I do want to... I'm going to have to figure out how to unlock the menagerie. So, you know what, is there a trainer out here? Let me see. There's got to be a trainer here somewhere. Rick. Oh, hello, Mox. I can actually unlock my first hero with Mox, can't I? I think. I might have to pop back to Ascalon real quick, so I can go visit the trainer. Duties of a Lion Guard. Sure, I'll help you out. Warren, who I believe is the guy we met in Gates of Kryta, who gave us the bonus mission. Sure. I have some questions for you. What is this place? Do you need assistance? Oh yes, the White Mantle. Yes. Maybe I'll go help them out. That sounds like a fabulous idea. Mox. Yeah, let me do this. Since we're pretty much just going to be running around questing a bit here this episode, we're going to do this fast. Yes, yeah, that's how I only thought I could. But it's doesn't show up for this character here, so I don't recall if there's something else I gotta do to unlock it. So I did actually want to show off the menagerie a bit at some point. Actually, I do want to get a specific build of my animal here too. I'll give it a real quick try again to see. You have any interest in my pet? Yes, you may take him. Thank you. Let me see something here. Oh, now it makes a liar of me and shows up. So good. There we go. The Zacian Menagerie. I wonder if... I know it wasn't there before. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The Zacian Menagerie is... I like animals, yes. Take me there now. The outpost, at least, designed in the theme of Kryta. Let me pop on over here. I pretty much got everything unlocked. See, I know, yeah, the Rainbow Phoenix, which is acquirable through the Eye of the North, and your it's not the Hall of Heroes, but the achievement thingy Soothoper. I think I got everybody else there. Yeah. I don't know. I think I got everybody there. And I think the exotic... Oh, panda. I forgot that they finally unlocked the panda. The Hounded Balthazar. Or, you know what? I might have unlocked that. I just haven't unlocked all the builds yet. Nope. I know I've got the Hounded Balthazar unlocked. Yes. Hounded Balthazar, I believe, was one of those, and I think this is the only other one I have not actually unlocked any build on yet, right? Yeah. So I was actually planning on using Balthazar of Action, but since PvP is pretty much dead at this point, I'm going to have to use my coins. Hounded Balthazar, I think, was actually part of the... What was it? The one I just did. Wayfarer's Reverie was one of the rewards for doing that. I want to see now most specific evolution from Tyrian. It is the Lynx. I believe it is the Lynx. Now, of course, each of these builds does different things for your pet. Aggressive has lower hit points but higher damage output. Playful is basically more hit points, lesser damage, as is Hardy. Dire is more along the lines of a better aggressive. Elder is more along the lines of a better playful, but they're more balanced. I usually like going Elder. Let's take a look at our Elder Lynxes. Son of a bitch, I can't cap them, can I? Son of a... I can't. Can I change skills in here? No, I can't. Yes, yes, I realize that. Charm, 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 charm. Let's do charm. Now let's try this again. So I can actually get my pet Willy to actually look like my Dearly departed Willie. Alright, let's try this again. Tyria, I want to go with my lynx and my elder lynx. There we go. Now, let me try this. And of course, I don't have any heroes with me who will attack and try to kill him while I try him. Excellent! Excellent. We've got that business taken care of. Let's head back to Lion's Arch. And we can now swap this out. Troll. Oh yeah, I was going to get rid of that too, wasn't I? I can more or less get rid of Glyph too. Firestorm, Fireball, Lava Font. What I'd really like to have is that quick little spammable fire skill. But you know what? Alright, let's do it this way. Since we're only going to keep... I'm actually only going to keep Fireball. See, I don't know if that'd actually be worth really doing it over something else. See, what do I got? Power Shot. 8 extra damage. Although I did like, where was it? Ignite Arrows. My wilderness isn't quite as high. See, it's something marksmanship should probably be better off taking her. Always go with a spirit spell. I usually haven't used a lot of spirit spell penetrating attack. I like that. Maybe something, read the wind. See, the preparations are the ones that are low energy use, yeah. Except for Hunter Shot, which I just got rid of because of bleeding, so maybe I'll just throw that back on. So I actually will run into, besides the undead, actually run into things that actually bleed. As we do run into undead archers. So this would actually benefit them as well. Which is probably one of the reasons why I don't usually use spirits, because it actually benefits who you're fighting as well. That's only plus 6 damage anyway. Power Shot. See, that's a nice one. Penetrating attack. That gives me some extra hitting power. Well, maybe I'll go something entirely different. Yes. Or maybe I'll actually go with one of these, perhaps. Yeah, I'll actually go air magic this time instead of fire magic. Let's do that. Water magic. I don't think there's anything in water I like at the moment. Ice spear would probably be the only one. Now I'm not going to be overcast for the most part. Yeah, so let's do this. Lightning strike. Yeah, looks like I'm going to have to go with lightning javelin if anything. Air magic 4 or less. How about I beef air magic up? So I'm 5, so that's... I always do a knockdown. Like to have at least one other secondary skill in here. It's got 20 damage plus 25 armor penetration, and the bonus is only if I'm overcast, which I'm not going to be. That's just blinded, which, I might actually throw Whirlwind back on. So that's still, you know, it's an adjacent AoE. At the very least, so that still might come in handy. So I guess we will throw that back on. Try a little something different here. Yeah. So I think I'm going to need people with me again, aren't I? People, yeah. Do. Okay. Alright, we don't need mocks. Now this one takes us to the Ascalon settlement. Hehe. Okie dokie. Well, thank you for that information. Sure, I'll leave them there. Ooh, lightning orb. I like that one. Divana? Alright, we should get going. Indeed we shall. Yeah, you know what, that's part of the mission, because the mission outpost is actually over in this area. That was me, Willie, so to speak. So I guess I actually gotta go to the Ascalon settlement before I go to, what is that, the Lesser Seaboard. So nice that they've already put up the road signs for us. We've, in practical terms, only just arrived. That does do an interrupt, right? Yeah, okay. Dodge this. Of course, there's a regular link, so I can charm out here and actually evolve the good old-fashioned way. Which you do simply by using the pet and letting it level up with you. He is level 20, right? Yeah, because I'm high enough level to actually be able to get a level 20, which is good. So that was one of the things. A lot of people didn't like the Zacian Menagerie being added to the games. They thought it took away some of the charm and some of the work of getting one of those evolutions of your pet the old-fashioned way, which was simply by using the pet throughout the game and letting it level with you through combat. You had to do what I think some of the theory was like, well, that in order to get a specific evolution, you actually have to play the game and use the pet in a specific way in order to get that evolution. I hope you actually get it. It's my understanding it was actually quite difficult to get some of the evolutions. The most common ones were, I think, were not the dire. I think Elder was one of the harder ones to get. And I think for the most part, all the pets I had before the Zacian Menagerie came out were always ended up playful. Yes, indeed it did. Because it all came down to damage numbers versus damage received. It was really essentially a min-max type of thing. And ultimately, you can still level the pet the old-fashioned way if that's what you want. Zacian Menagerie just allowed those of us who did not want to do any of the min-maxing kind of stuff to just get them right out of the gate and just go on enjoying the game as normal. Yeah. armor there. Ah, yes. Thought there was a boss up here. Actually, I can't get back down this way, can I? Oh, while I'm up here. Pig farm. There is a path there that'll help me clear out this back area anyway, so that's good. There we go. Keep going straight, yeah? You know what? I think, speaking of pigs, yes. I think we have that. We have a little quest here. Similar to the one we had in Post-Searing. Oh yes, Mr. Farmer. Mr. Farmer Dick. Oh yeah, that actually does... Ah, there is... Oh, Eag's Cry. I should have left the henchies back here to body block him. Let's see if he'll actually react to them or not. We're having heroes would come in handies, and I could specify the flags for a couple of them. Maybe if I go this way. Yeah, because he wants to run this way. There we go. Keep going that way, pal. Oh, and of course the Antons show up. guys fight. Let me go push this guy off a little bit here. Of course, he's blocked now. Alright, where'd you go, Critter? There you are. Come on, you bum. Well, I must admit, this is a lot easier than the one in pre-searing. That's it, go home to Papa. There we go. Ooh, bacon. Nothing wrong with that. Ah, yes. Many a time I had this on. Which is probably why most of my guys ended up the playful evolution. Alright, so that actually... that's actually a Tyrian only quest as well. Is at this point is actually at the point the last quest you get in the northern Shiverpeaks, which is to Kryta Journey's End. That is actually one that Canthan and the lone characters can pick up. Which, of course, since you actually already arrive in Ascalon, many people weren't aware of that fact. If they did not go back to just explore Ascalon Northern Shiverpeaks. But you can actually pick up that quest, which I think whoever the quest giver is, Griffin's Mouth or somewhere in there, as actually the first quest that, as a foreign character, you can pick up. And then a lot of these quests here you can also pick up as foreign characters. I'm curious about this. Which skills can you teach me? A whole bunch of stuff. Actually, I think he actually teaches, looks like he teaches more than Sergio does. That list seems a little bit longer. Anyway, let's see. Merchant's Plea. Oh, well, okay. I only helped you guys across the damn mountains. So what was that? A Merchant's Plea. And now we have Ascalon settlement. I think lightning orb actually causes us to be overcast too. Oh, thank you. Oh, no, maybe it doesn't. Maybe they took that out. I sort of remember. So let me, so let's see, Whirlwind's only 5 energy though. I think I'll stick with Whirlwind for now. Throw dirt, more or less, something for a touch ranger. So we got reversing the scales. Leave it to me. Which quest was that? Ascalon settlement. Let's make sure. For my completionist OCD's sake. Yes, the Ascalon settlement's Tyrian only. No foreign characters. Pick that up. Okay, I marked that off the list. Ah, yes, that takes us into Scoundrel's Rise. I knew there was a quest or two that did. I am glad to be of service. Alright, we've got those. Yeah, I could be thinking of Chain Lightning. I could have swore at one point, because I know they did a lot of changing around of the elementalist skills regarding Overcast, which was what they originally had it. It was originally called Exhaustion. I know there's a lot of back and forth with that whole concept of Exhaustion, which of course they renamed to Overcast back and forth. I think there may have been at one point where a lot of those skills, I could have sworn that at one point Lightning Orb caused exhaustion. And then they changed it back because they realized, yeah, no. That at some point there were too many skills that actually caused it. So what do I want to do here? So I pretty much cut North Kryta in half. Actually, no, this is actually the western portion of it, isn't it? Because that takes us to Nebu Tiris. I actually got all that. So what I do want to do is actually get into the mission outpost. Get that unlocked. That's actually the only nearest outpost to Lion's Arch besides Gates, because the Nebu village is there's 2 of them here. Let me see. Temple of Ages is try to see the lay of the land here. That's the crossover there. That's Keswick's Peak. So Temple of Ages is here. So the one village is, this is the mission here. Actual mission territory. So the one village is over here? Yeah, it'd be over here. Temple of Ages here. One is here in this general area and the other's down here. So relatively speaking, they are just a bit of a distance. So we'll go ahead into the mission outpost so we can complete that primary quest. So I do have quite a few quests I can knock off here. Garth takes us. I think that's the one that takes us to Keswick's Peak, right? Yeah. And for that one, I think I want to have Aaron along with me. Keswick's Peak is just one major pain in the ass area, especially up by the Wizard's Tower. Especially if you're going only with henchies. Jesus, I'm out of energy already. See, okay, he does a good job at bleeding, so I think I can do without my bleeding. Still half the time, which I misused it anyway. Who's using it when things didn't bleed? Okay, everybody back in the library. Oh yeah, that might be a good idea. Yeah. Any help? Fellow fan would be most welcome. One nice thing about fighting all the Tengu, of course, is their drops. Because somewhere along the line, feathers became quite the commodity. And they still fetch a pretty good price as a common crafting material. So farming these guys is actually a nice little bit of a way to make some extra gold. So I don't think I have my, no, I don't have it with me. Let's get out of the way, that's just sellable area. So I think salvaging their scalps nets at least 3 or 4, maybe? I could be thinking of some of the higher guys in northern Shiverpeaks, but and they drop them fairly well enough to where even if you only get a couple per scalp, it adds up pretty quickly. I wish I was get him to drop something nice, huh? Alright, let's get into Delesio here. So we can wrap things up for now. Well, there's a shortcut. Oh, yeah, right where those imps came out. That's the path I'm looking for. It's too bad that all these guys don't end up fighting each other like you find in some other areas. I'm going to have to take these guys out anyway. The rest of the Tengu I should be able to avoid. Okay, so that just leaves a little bit of the southern path here. Actually, if I clear out Delesio, that might take care of that. We got this pretty much cleared out, so it's just the northern strip here, the beach, and the swamp. The swamp, which is all down in this area. As we did get Scoundrel's Rise cleared out for the most part. We got through Gates of Kryta. So most of the mission areas I've actually pretty much map cleared all except for Great Northern Wall at some point, but I think there's enough leeway to where I don't really need that. No, I guess that isn't part of the beach. Isn't part of the mission. I'm trying to think here. This mission entails. It's a south. No, it's a South Kryta one. That's right. One where we're helping the Vizier as he is raising the boat. Where we have to split off before we actually initiate the final part, and that's where the so I guess we actually can't reach that part of the beach, huh? Which is probably why I don't remember ever reaching it. And of course we can't attack the undead, can we? Almost slightly reminiscent of Post-Searing, where you could head out to the cliff wall in Ascalon City and witness the battle with the Char. See, so this mission, we go down there, we fight undead. Oh yes, this is the one where we have to rescue the NPC in order to get the bonus. Rescue him before he dies. Okay then. Oh, that's right, Confessor Dorian. Yes, we have to defend Confessor Dorian. Yeah, that's right, because he stands around the that fountain that actually gives a healing bonus, I think. which makes it nice for Minion Master. Keeps the minions alive longer. That's right, yeah, because the bonus, we have to get into the town, we have to clear the town out of undead, and the NPC that gives the bonus is being attacked by the undead boss. And the battle triggers when you reach a certain area along the path up there. So you actually have to run to him first and keep him alive until you kill the boss. And basically the rest of the undead. And then, yeah, that's right, there's other villagers around you. You get the boost for every villager you save. And then the bonus is actually a lot of running back and forth, because I think you have to take something to some altar, but the direct bridge between the two is broken. So you have to go get the altar, run back through the village, then run north to the altar, and then go defend Confessor Dorian. There's actually a lot of exploration in this mission here. That's right, because basically, if I remember right, this entire southern part is basically all exploration. The mission is just along the main path, which is, this is the path here, the village. I'm trying to think where Dorian is. This is where Dorian is here. So the village is out over this area. The bonus takes place sort of up in the northern area there. And then the final leg of the mission is over here. So basically this entire section here is just explorable area. Yes, I have witnessed them. Okay, good. Report to the White Mantle complete. Oh, I need to go to the swamp, because there's another quest there, isn't there? I got duties, I got villainy. Menlo's requests is for factions. Weaver Naboo we got. Excavation we got. Bandit Trouble, village northwest of Lion's Arch. Blankets for the settlers we got. Reversing the scales we got. And then, so we've still got a couple here. Village northwest of Lion's Arch. Or southeast west. Yes, okay, I got my directions right. I think I don't remember that village. Anyway, so we're good enough for now. So what we'll want to do, we'll actually want to come out of Lion's Arch, because it'll be easier to go through the swamp that way and pick up that quest when the time comes, but that'll have to be for next episode. And here you go. So, Menlo's request, Ascalonians, and Spears and Kryta. What lies beneath? Indeed. So, actually, I think, did I delete that here? So, yes, we've got the Winter's Day quests, the classic ones that are here. I don't think old Nicholas is actually here now, is he? Ah, the Mercenary Registrar, that's right. I can actually, Yeah. Oh, well, I just activated that. Cool. So I can actually, if I don't even think I have mercenary heroes set up here, do I? Oh, I've got variations of healers, I think. I know, who is it? Monk, Necro, Elementalist. Yeah, these are all just tunes I created just to play around with the mercenary hero thing. Created and thusly deleted. I think she might actually be one of my PvP only mules. Actually, these Zarans, I think that's what they are. Necro Elementalists, yeah, they're my PvP only mules. These are the guys I just created to putz around with the system to see how it ran. Anyway, so what was I doing? So actually I can start bringing my own heroes if I register some of my other characters for them. I kind of like trying to do it the old-fashioned way as much as possible at this point. So we're going to stick with henchies for a while. Yeah, here we go. So we've got Old Nicholas. I think he usually pops up around that area there next to the scroll guy. Yeah, here we go. So Line Guard Nero, Dallas Miku. So yeah, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the 6 faction special event quest that I mentioned at the top of the broadcast. No longer available. They actually did give a nice boost of XP now, I see here. 5,000, 2,500 as opposed to the normal 500, 750 we get from most of the Kryta quests. And give you some more Kurzik and Luxton factions. It's a shame that they took those permanently out of the game. As I said, by the time I got to Lion's Arch and was ready to do them, they were already removed. Or by the time I got to Lion's Arch, they were available, but by the time I was ready to do them, they were already removed. So I think that's everything. We've got everybody. Thank you all for... That's right, just Menlo's request. Nah, I think there's something after I do villainy. Alright, good. So we're set. We're squared. Nothing more to see here, right? So good. So we'll call this one an episode. So next time we'll go through the rest of North Kryta. We'll do some questing here in Scoundrel's Rise. We'll go through Nebu Terrace. Yes, that's right. I remember now. This northern path takes us right to Nebu Village, which I believe is that guy right there. So good. So we'll start going through Nebu Village. And Delesio Seaboard. Once we get through Delesio Seaboard, I think we're automatically plopped down into that mission up there. So that'll give us our start for the northern Kryta exploration. Because this stuff down here is all the southern. That's Maguma jungle there. This is actually South Kryta here. So anyway, just killing time here. So yes. Anyway, so we'll just say thanks for watching. Until next time, which, as I said, we'll go through North Kryta. We'll do the questing in Scoundrel's Rise, and we'll get ourselves into Nebu Village. Pick up some more quests. We'll finish that off, and then probably in 2 or 3 episodes we'll end up going through Delesio. So I think what we'll end up doing is doing Kessex before we do the mission. We'll I'll probably want to do most of the questing that I can. Do all the questing that I can before I do the mission, which will take us up here and make an easier time of going through up here in Temple of Ages and eventually into Maguma Jungle. So hopefully, actually, I might be able to get on later tonight, if possible. That's what I'm hoping. So we'll do episode 30, fingers crossed, later tonight. And then look towards next week for a couple more episodes. In the meantime, thank you for watching again. We're going to start promoting our Extra Life event, which the official day is November 7th, which, as I said earlier, if you're watching this on YouTube, is probably yesterday, maybe. If not, it was last week. But, of course, if you're watching the live streams, you're getting the advance notice. So, but regardless, even though the official day this year is November 7th, the fundraising continues to the end of the year. So even if you are watching on YouTube and you want to make a donation, I am supporting the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia here on the East Coast. And we will gladly accept any donation you wish to make up until the end of the year. December 31st, I think, is the last official day for 2015. So, once again, thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys in game.